And this is Ken Kraetzer at the Navy League in New York City. I have a chance to talk with retired Lieutenant General of the Air Force, David Deptula. And General, you gave a talk today on the importance of jointness in the military between the different services, even other countries, and also the idea of thought of working together. What are some of the key points about jointness?
Well, I think, Ken, what people need to understand is jointness is not homogeneity. Jointness is about using the right force at the right place at the right time. In order to have effective jointness, we need to have the strongest Army, Navy, Air Force, and Marine Corps in the world. And our construct is one where a joint force commander selects from the components of each of the services to meet the needs of the particular contingency that he or she is faced with. So it's not about melding everybody together. It's about taking these competencies that our men and women have spent 20, 25 years developing to be the best in dominating their particular area of expertise, whether it be land force operations, operations at sea, in air and space, or in the littorals, and using them to the greatest benefit of a unified effort.
And General, you commented that this needs to be applied to a wide variety of missions between military and also humanitarian. What are some of the areas that jointness applies to the wide variety of missions the military is faced with?
Well, if you look at the United States and understand that we are the world's sole remaining superpower, it's important to have sufficient capabilities to be able to respond across the spectrum of operations, all the way from disaster response, humanitarian relief, all the way up to global thermonuclear war. Not something we want to do, but you've got to be prepared to succeed and win in all of those, not just one particular arena. And that's why we need to have a strong Army, Navy, Marine Corps, and Air Force.
And this concept of jointness really goes to working with other countries' militaries. We heard President Obama talk to that point at the West Point graduation this year, and the major RIMPAC exercise that the Navy conducted this fall in the Pacific. How is it jointness work with your work with the militaries of other countries?
Well, what we call jointness when we include other companies are combined force operations, and RIMPAC is a great example. I happen to be involved in RIMPAC back in 2006, where the real effort in terms of being successful in any kind of regional operation other than, say, a disaster response located in Caunus is going to be involved with using forces in other organizations from other countries. So never again will we ever execute any kind of operation independently. Other nations will always be involved. So exercises like RIMPAC are absolutely critical in practicing and training together before we have to execute in a real-life operation.
And you've mentioned that a lot of advancement has to be made in the field of jointness in the military in the last 20 years, and certainly being applied to some of the new threats, certainly the need on special forces and cyber defense.
Yeah, Special Forces is probably the premier functional command that exercises a joint approach on a day-to-day basis. When they go out on a particular mission, it doesn't matter what color of uniform that the particular individuals involved in that op, where they came from. It's all mission focused. The same is true in the cyber world. The electrons that make up cyberspace don't care what service one's in. But each of the service components bring different perspectives that are very important. So once again, jointness is not about homogeneity, it's about a diversity of perspectives.